Homicide 1918. The case of 50-year-old Reuben William Constance. Reuben Constance was found guilty but insane for the murder of his wife, Agnes Selina Constance. He cut her throat with a razor on the 22nd of March 1918. He afterwards attempted to cut his own throat. He was taken to Guy's Hospital for treatment, where he later recovered. Reuben Constance had been a printer. One of their sons said that he had been at home on the afternoon of the 22nd of March 1918, shortly after 1 p.m, at which time Agnes Constance had been having her dinner. He said that he then went upstairs, leaving her with Reuben Constance, who he said appeared quite as usual. He noted that Reuben Constance had been attending a hospital for 5 years for subacute degeneration and had been treated as an inpatient for 1 month at the beginning of the year. He said that at that time Reuben Constance had been very melancholy, and said that he had noticed no improvement in his condition, and that his bad health had worried him a great deal. He said that he had been upstairs playing the piano for a few minutes when he heard Reuben Constance groaning, and that when he went down to see, he saw Reuben Constance on his knees on the scullery floor and Agnes Constance lying on the floor with her throat cut, apparently quite dead. He said that he saw no weapon at the time, and then immediately called down a lodger in the house, and a police constable and a medical man were sent for. He noted that Reuben Constance had a razor, but said that he had been incapable of shaving himself and that he used to do it for him. He also later identified a letter that was found in Reuben Constance's handwriting, which contained the sentence, "In the event of my death, certain things have to be done," etc. A police constable who also lived in the same house said that when he saw Reuben Constance and Agnes Constance on Thursday, that Reuben Constance had appeared quite normal in his manner, noting that he knew he had been in hospital. He said that the following day that he had been in his room when he heard Agnes Constance's daughter scream out, "Father is killing mother." He said that he then rushed downstairs and found Agnes Constance lying in the scullery in a pool of blood, quite dead. He said that Reuben Constance was lying on the hearthrug in front of the kitchen fire, and that when he raised him up he found that he had a wound in his throat. He said that he then bound Reuben Constance's throat up with a pocket handkerchief, and that whilst he was doing that, Reuben Constance handed him a letter saying, "Take this." He said that a medical man was then called for, who then ordered Reuben Constance's removal to the hospital. The police constable said that he then found a blood-stained razor on the kitchen hearthrug. He noted that sometime earlier Reuben Constance had had some kind of fit and had been under the impression that he was going to die and had appeared worried, noting that he had not been able to look after his business. He said that he had never heard Reuben Constance and Agnes Constance having words during the 5 years that he had lived in the house. A doctor that examined Agnes Constance said that he found cuts on the thumbs and fingers of her right hand and 2 wounds in her throat that had severed all the main arteries on the right side of her neck. He said that her cause of death was shock from hemorrhage, noting that her injuries could not have been self-inflicted. Reuben Constance was ordered to be detained during His Majesty's pleasure. Manor Place has been mostly redeveloped.